mentioned earlier, Ken Roczen was able to pick up the overall win with a 1-2 moto score to score 47 points. Eli Tomac finished second on the day. His score was 7-1, and then Jason Anderson went 3-4 on the day. 47 points, 43 points, and 38 points. Gentlemen, outstanding day. Crazy weather conditions. First question, Ken Roczen, how's it feel to pick up an overall win to kick off the year?
Oh, crazy. I mean, it's been a long, very, very long time. And just overall, the whole day was good. I just went out there, and it's really difficult in the big, at the first race to, what to expect and where everybody's at. And we just went out there, and every time I went out there, I just did the best I could. So it, got us overall. So I'm very happy, especially with how muddy and how sloppy it was. It's, it can go the other way too, and you can find yourself very far back.
Eli Tomac, defending two-time outdoor 450 champion, and today you had two kind of completely different motos. Take us through them both, please.
Yeah, that's the way they were. And first moto was just disappointing. Like, I was kind of off the pace and made a good charge, like up to the halfway point there, and then was kind of shot out the back in that first moto there. I'm like, man, what do I need to do? So made a few changes, but at the same time, it was like obviously a whole different track condition there, moto 2. It took a little while to get going, found a good flow. I mean, if you could, side saddle the bike once or twice, got a little wild, but overall it was a fun ride in that second moto.
Jason Anderson, you have the Supercross title, a couple of injuries, you've been sidelined, and you come back on a day when Mother Nature throws everything in her playbook at you. How did you take your return to outdoor motocross racing?
Yeah, the first moto was pretty good. I was up front, but I was kind of getting my race legs under me, and was able to make a charge at the end, which was really good. And then the second moto, man, I was so sketchy out there, just almost crashing. But all in all, it was a good day, and I'm just pumped to be back at the races.
I'd like to open it up now to questions from the media. Guy B from Vital.
Eli, talk about that pass in the second moto. That may have been the slowest pass in the lead I think I've ever seen. That was a nasty, ruddy section.
Yeah, I mean, that side of the track was like the toughest part. I mean, it was easy to lose. It was a lot of time though. Like I jacked up there too, so it was like that spot, and then the off camber. Like there was a couple spots that you had to really pay attention, and you decided to try to carry the momentum that you could through there.
Next question, Jason Wygant.
Kenny, the first lap of the first moto, and early in the second moto too, but especially the first moto, you were really going quick trying to get to the front. Did you just feel that was your natural pace, or were you really desperate to just get to the number one spot quickly?
Well, I don't want to be in like ninth position and the roost hurting that bad. That's not fun to be back there. But again, just kind of like similar to 2016, just kind of like racing instinct when you're decently comfortable, and it came natural to me, which was good, and and then being somewhat up front and making the pass to the lead and having a clear track. That's kind of like how that's what makes racing kind of fun. Just have a clear lap and just going out there and having fun. But yeah, after the race I don't remember it really exactly until you actually watch it or people talk about it or whatever. But I was quite far back, everything happened so quickly while you're on the bike. So.
You said after the first moto that you did feel like you actually could get more comfortable and get more in the tank. So did you almost surprise yourself with the result, considering you're maybe not exactly where you want to be yet early in the season?
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. I could definitely, I think all of it, it's the first race, and it's always a little bit of I wouldn't say gamble, but you come here and you go practice whatever, you think you're down, you come here and everything kind of goes, I wouldn't say sideways, but things are just not like the way you want to. So you can always improve, but at the same time, you don't want to go too crazy and flip things upside down too much.
And for Jason, just take us through the whole Supercross and coming back from injury and what you've had to go through the last couple of months, how the injury recovery has gone.
Yeah, so obviously I got hurt, but the biggest thing I've been waiting on is my arm. I broke my arm, and then I ended up having to get another surgery like a month and a half after. So it took me a good two and a half months to even start riding. So that was the longest thing. And then obviously getting back into riding. You know, you take 2 months off, just blisters, getting sore, everything. Like riding's just insane. So yeah, for about 2.5 months I was chilling, and then ended up being able to get some time in on the bike. And yeah, I felt like pretty good today, not bad. But at the same time, I feel like we still have room to make improvements, and I think we can do it.
You obviously have a Supercross title in your career. You haven't even gotten the overall win that you want in motocross yet. Supercross was a washout this year. Is there extra motivation to try to make something happen since you didn't get Supercross to do it this year, to try to make it happen in motocross?
I mean, I've always wanted to do good at motocross. I've just honestly gotten hurt every time I've made it through either like a couple races or halfway through the season. But for the most part, in the last 3 years, I've been on the podium a lot on the races that I have done in outdoors. So I don't think there's a reason why I can't get a win this year. So I'm really working towards that and working towards the battle for the championship. You know, I feel like today, the first moto, I felt really good towards the end of it, and I feel like if we can keep improving and put 2 solid motos together where we ride good from start to finish, I think we can be in the battle.
And for Eli, just talk about the competition you're going to face here. Kenny and Jason are obviously riding well. You battled with Zach a little bit. A lot of guys are up there, so you got to see a lot of battles throughout the day. What did it seem like competition-wise today?
I mean, that's the way it was. There was the 5 of us, right? So yeah, it's gonna be tough this year, as usual. But you know, it's like there's an extra guy or 2 up there. And, like the first race, I mean, you don't really know the way it's gonna shuffle out. But yeah, it's feeling like it's gonna be a good year.
And then for all 3 of you, I'm assuming you've probably done laps at the next racetrack at Pala. Does that help, or is it going to be different for the National? What do you think? Because that is a track that you guys generally ride in preseason. So what are your thoughts on that track and how it might change for the National?
I don't think any of us, really, obviously Eli lives in Colorado, we're in Florida most of the time, so I don't think we have really gotten that much time. I mean, I was there a couple of times a week or 2 ago, and you know, then we're racing next weekend, so I don't think any of us, I don't know, but we haven't really spent that much time riding it. So.
Yeah, for me, honestly, I feel like no matter wherever the track is, on National Day, it's completely different. You know, like Glen Helen, we would race there, and on practice day, it's slick and dry, but on race day, honestly, it's pretty loamy. You know, so I think it's just completely different tracks, and I think I don't think anyone's going to have a real advantage, but I mean, I think it's going to be a cool event. I always like follow the track. I raced the National in 2011 and it was fun. So yeah, I think it'll be a good race. I'm excited.
Oh, one other. I asked Adam, what was it like? You guys are good buddies. You both been through the ups and downs. Kenny, so what was it like that he and you both won together on the same day? That had to be cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, obviously I have a couple of guys in the 250 class that I cheer and we're friends and whatever. But yeah, for Adam, I was super stoked. Obviously, he was getting good starts and racing super good, so I'm very happy for him that he could pull this off. Absolutely.
For all 3 of you guys, I know it's fairly challenging going from Supercross to outdoors. On a 1 to 10 scale, where are each of you at on happiness with your setup and for a first race?
I don't know. Yeah, I think if you win, right, you're like, yeah, you know, it was good. But if you're not, then you're like, man, we can improve. So, tough to say a number.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough to say a number. I think we all probably, you know, for me and I think we can all improve, or I can improve, and we have some things in mind. And yeah, but at the same time, you can really, you know, go into a rabbit hole there and try too much stuff. You got to just keep it cool and find a happy medium, you know.
For me, honestly, I'm lacking laps, so I haven't changed anything since Glen Helen, the last race I did last year. So I've been riding the same bike, and yeah, I just need to keep doing laps and maybe start working on my bike a little bit as the series goes on.
Next question.
For the 3 of you, I have a quick question. From the transition from Supercross to motocross, do you take any time off, or is it immediately back on the track or on the bike or training and testing? Is there any time off when you're just off the bike and doing nothing for a few days before motocross?
There is no such thing. It's true. I mean, we got one off weekend. I don't see how we can take few days and just do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you're like, it's like Tuesday after Vegas, you're right back at it. I think most guys.
And Jason, for you, when you've been away from it, how did you come and play so well today? You've been off the bike and off of racing for a long time. What's the secret? Are you just so naturally athletic, or how do you maintain the endurance that you've been away from this for so long?
I mean, I was able to ride, 3-4 weeks before, but I don't know. Look, I think I just raced really well today. It's not like I wasn't, I think towards the end of the motos and stuff like that, I was, obviously a little tired, but I'm able to push through it. And I think, obviously, we have a base from working out and riding for. I'm in my 9th year, so it's not like we are lacking base. And I stay on my road bike and stuff like that whenever I'm off the bike. So, I think it's just the race fitness that I'm going to have to work into. But I felt pretty good today and pretty excited on where I'm at.
Next question.
Ron from Dirt Bike. With such different conditions in Moto 1 and Moto 2, do you make radical suspension changes or setup changes? Do you have anything you kind of planned out for that?
No, I don't recommend it. It's just, I don't think anybody's going to feel amazing out there, and you can't always expect that when you do make a change that you're hitting it right on the target. So I think I just kind of left it as it is. You might do a clicker here and there, and also there's not that much time in between the motos anyway. So.
Next question. Well, folks, these three gentlemen did an outstanding job today in some of the most treacherous conditions they'll face all year. Ken Roczen currently holds the points lead. Eli Tomac, the two-time defending champ, is in the number 2 spot, and Jason Anderson's return lands him in 3. I think all three of them did an outstanding job, and they're all getting ready to head to round 2 at Paula in a week. We hope to see you all there. Have a safe trip home.